Hello, everybody. Sorry. This is Minigot and now we go for Ace Adventure Chronicles. Yes, that's the name. So, last time it was the Burning Book, and here we are. Oh, thank God, he's a cool judge. Okay, so long story short, Natsume saw the green old guy fall, not the lady. At least that's proof he didn't do it. Alright. And you're a fucking alcoholic. So don't fucking complain me when you fucking drink your wine over fucking... And you go and fucking... wasting it again. You're very rude to whoever's cleaning this up. Like, you are not making their life any easier. Or gain their favor, because you are a fucking dick. I mean, come on, you don't have to do it every single time. That's a waste. But ow, what would even constitute a tangible explanation here? And there, I was thinking this might be hard. No pressure then. Yes, my lord. Alright, Ryunosuke, focus on your mind. Your mind now. Okay, here I think what happened, alright? The lady saw a book fall in front of her. She went to grab it, and then a knife that the lady threw at her husband fall and stab her. It's going to be juror number 4, the maid, or should I say, Miss Gary Deb. There must be a way to link the two. Yes, that's what we have to find. Using every technique I learned in my very short career so far. Whatever it takes. I like how the character, where it stands out in the background now. But what about the possibility that the window was open? How can you be so sure? But you couldn't categorically state that the window wasn't open, could you? Then what's the point in even having windows? Huh? Oh, sorry. Somehow, I need to show there's an abnormal possibility that the window was open. Because this young man isn't going to bulge otherwise.
Hold it!
But the little book was on fire at the time, was it not? There's really not such thing as loving incendiary bomb. Well, any kind of betrayal is certainly a bad thing, yes. But I think the argument might have arisen out of your misunderstanding, Miss Gardeb. Could you stop slapping juror number 5, please? I think it's making me uncomfortable. Right. Well, we see about that. But what about juror number 5? He doesn't seem to be turning a hair in Mr. Gardeb's relentless onslaught. Or his wife is, Explain.
Hold it!
You just want to get this over with? How can you sit there and say something like that? A man's future is at stake here. What? Huh? Another shining example of marital bliss, then. Sorry? Helpful. Don't even go there, Mr. Sato. There must be someone to jog his memory about this. Okay.
Hold it!
Does that have anything to do with your decision about the defendant's culpability in this case? Could you tell us more about that fire? You put candle on a cake? Was it some kind of devil worship? Oh my god, they opened the window because of the smoke! I love you, green-wearing, trench coat guy! And by the sneezes, I presume you mean the cold. But how do you catch a cold from a fire? The windows! I knew it was the devil worship all along. But something about this man's story is playing on my mind for some reason. No! Yes! I know how to explain why the window was open. Yes, but once again the juror's statements are full of personal prejudice. A lot of them seem convinced they're right, even in the face of a logical argument on the contrary. Yes. Alright, I see what I can do. If anything stays out, I go in for a strike. Alright. No. No. That would explain why the window were open.
Objection!
These two juror statements clearly contradict one another. Juror number 3, do you see? Did you hear juror number 6 account of his birthday celebration last year? It seemed, despite being a Londoner, he once opened his window in the middle of winter. Exactly. On the day in question, at the time of the incident, there was a fire in Sgaradeb household, and Mr. Gardeb had the following to say about it. The whole place filled with smoke.
Oh my.
Pursue.
Excuse me.
Juror number 4, do you have something to say about that? You're gonna want to go to the bathroom real fast if you continue like that. Miss Gardeb! It's imperative that you confirm something for the court. So please, it's time to drop the pretense now. When the fire started in your house that day, did you or your husband open the window? The room would have been thick with smoke after the carpet and bookcase caught fire as they did. In a situation like that, it's inconceivable that you wouldn't have opened the window. Even though your house was on fire? Of course, I should have realized. Okay, I'm getting forward. I'm in the right direction.
Objection!
There. These two statements clearly contradict each other.
Hold it!
What? What the fuck? There was nothing whimsical about it. She just said the window was fucking open in the argue. Alright, well, old guy.
Objection!
There, I'm gonna continue with that guy because apparently that's the wrong way fucking going. Oh, you're a fucking dick, that's what. Alright. Well, I'm gonna press that one because fuck me, eh? The fourth boat was found at the center of the cream show very obvious sign of fire damage. And the title of the book is The Lion's Pride. The same title, in fact, as the book that Mr. Gardeb told us he has been reading. On the day in question, did you or did you not throw at your husband the copy of The Lion's Pride that he has been reading? Why did you not reveal this information to the court from the outset? I really don't. Not married.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
What is it? Juror number 5? Huh. The man doesn't even flinch. Please tell me that's not because he's so used to being hit all the time. Oh dear, what a disaster. Huh? No words, just terror. I never used the word lightly again. No, I wasn't taking that. What? Attack? What are you going to attack? Please don't. Alright. We come back to the bow and arrow thing later, if I dare. Let's press this. So, you might be willing to change your decision, you mean? That's great. And not all extreme. Overwhelmingly. I'd be happy to do that too. If only I could. Right. I'm glad you invented the rational there.
Hold it!
At the point when the victim was attacked on Briar Roads, we know there was a small house fire in the Gardeb household on the opposite side of the street. We also note that Mr. Gardeb was throwing flaming book at her husband. Her husband, who was backed into a corner by the window due to his wife Frenzy's attack. Only what? Oh, I see. That wasn't enough? What is it going to take to persuade these people?
Hold it!
Alright. I think I already did that. Yes, I already did that. See where violence can lead, Mr. Soto? Yes, I know. But I already questioned him about this. I feel like I have to say, but that's my logic right now. She threw the window, threw the knife through the window, and it landed on the lady.
Objection!
These two statements clearly have a deeply significant connection. Juror number 2, do you think perhaps that this could be one such novel alternative? An alternative explaining as to how the victim was stabbed in the back. We demonstrate that the fourth book, The Lion's Parade, was found at the sign of the crime, originated in Mr. Garrett's room on the top floor of his house. Therefore, it's equally possible that some other object beside the book could have found its way from the Garrett household to the street below. After all, Miss Garrett could have thrown any number of different objects at her husband. Isn't that right, juror number 4? I'm beginning to think that ever since the true origin of this book came to light, perhaps she had a feeling this might be what happened. I'm really taking a big gamble here. That was a bold accusation to me, but I have any real evidence to back this up. But I'm certain that's the very least this warrants further investigation. Alright, Mr. Froman, I try to explain to the fans' theory. The other object that found its way from the Garrett household, the scene of the victim was...
Take that!
Juror number 4, Miss Garrett. I must apologize in advance for this. But I need you to confirm something else for the court. This knife. Have you ever seen this knife before? My lord, remember that when the victim was attacked, Mr. and Miss Garrett were in the throes of an argument. Miss Garrett was hurling anything she could at her husband, who has been backed up against a window. A window that had been opened to clear the smoke and through which a book sailed to land at the crime scene. Yes, I admit, there are many details we don't know yet to understand. But that's the point. That's precisely why you must not allow this trial to end. Not right now. Miss Garrett, your answer, please. Have you seen this knife before or not? I think that's a yes. Thank you, madam. Okay, so you don't eat my guts. I'm gonna charge your ass with manslaughter. we did it! Take it, you drunkard! I ate your guts. Purely because you're waste wine and completely look down on me because of racial belief. I'm calling you a racist if you wonder. What do you mean by that? What's his end goal at this time? $14 meters? Oh, that's a little farther than I imagined. Um. No! There's nothing I can say to that. Mrs. Sato! Maybe let's pick our battle here. That is irregular, but not. Okay, it's an unprecedented.
Objection!
I fucking hate you. Please answer the fucking question. I think you got it in the head. There's a fucking boss in your helmet. You said before he was asleep in the ground. You're contradicting yourself and making me fucking look bad at you. Fuck's sake. You said that he was face down in the snow. Sorry, but what exactly is a top hinge casement window? I don't know what it is, too. Of course, sorry. You fucking alcoholic. Alright, I try. It's prevent its opening? This is all news to me. No. Can you be more condescending and jerk than that, please? That can't be. I don't want to yell. I'm tired. How is this happening? I even haven't started the cross-examination yet, and already my argument been destroyed. Alright. I will and can win this. My lord, oh good. Another desperate situation. Oh, I'm on just three fucking life. I'm saving.
Hold it!
How do you know that for sure? How can you see that for certain? Did he? Yes, he did. Alright. No, none of this is what I meant. I meant, how can you say for certain that this case has nothing to do with Mr. and Miss Garrett? I think I did. Yes, well, so could you answer the question? That was a waste of time then? Yes? I wasn't planning on going back just yet. I only just arrived here. Thank you. I try. I'm reading that. Okay, that doesn't help. Wait a second. It's not under your jurisdiction. You're not the fucking beat. Alright, nothing wrong with that.
Hold it!
But according to my note here, the sun had gone down already and it was dark. Sorry? Can it guide you to answer a question? It certainly seemed like they're telling the truth.
Hold it!
Yes, you said that you went to an early police box to fetch another officer. Is that right? Oh, please.
Hold it!
Nothing to report? Really? That seemed a little strange. This burn copy of the line print was originally in a guarded household. So the question remains, how did it find its way to the hand of the victim? Can you shed any light on that, seeing as you were at the scene of the crime the entire time? Even if that were possible, why would have the victim been gripping a book like that in her hand? As we can see from its fucking photographic print, she had a bag over her shoulder. Is that so? There's something about this statement that's not sitting right with me. The two mystery out a knife and in their back and out the book ended up in her hand. There must be some common thread between them. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Well, I agree with you. We do need the testimony from Mr. Gardeb if we're ever going to get the truth out of this matter. Well, think about it. No matter how far it is across the road or out that window open, Mr. Garrett's book found its way to the sign of the cream somehow, didn't he? And then there was Mr. Garrett's reaction to me showing her the knife. The woman is hiding something, I'm sure of it. We need to use his cross-examination to uncover more clue. We'll get at the bottom of this, one way or another, I swear. So I need to present something. Okay, nothing to see.
Hold it!
By which you mean they don't open fully. Is that correct? But I've been so odd for somebody to mention this top-inch casement thing before. Well, I have another question for you, Constable. How do you even know? Why would I have any idea what sort of window Miss and Mr. Garrett's house is furnished with?
Excuse me!
Do you have something to add, Miss Beat? You look, well, delighted. Is there some particular reason for that? Explain. Lucky? What do you mean? Oh, I didn't realize. Constable Beat. That really was getting close then. I see. I wasn't aware of that. I think perhaps we should make sure that we add the information officially record. Oh, yes, of course. What is it? What? I wasn't really, I mean, what she's doing? I really don't remember ever suggesting that I dotted you. Oh well, that was easy for me. I'm just checking the audio for the game. It's like going up and down real fucking fast. Every time you speak that. Duly noted, Miss Pete. Please, I humbly ask you to continue.
Hold it!
Miss Pete, nobody's questioning what you told us. Yeah. All very clear. You also mentioned something about having a poor sense of direction.
What?
Excuse me!
Constable Beat, is there a problem? Did your wife remark just now bring something to mind, perhaps? You mean Miss Beat lost her way on the night of the incident? The... what? Sorry, what bouquet are you talking about? Yes, our romantics. What was that all about? Constable Book looked very obviously troubled during that exchange. I'm gonna ask about the fucking bouquet. Miss Beat, this bouquet you just mentioned, I'd like you to add detail about it. To add detail about it to your testimony, please. You can't fucking speak, so shut up! Thank you. Van Zeke.
Hold it!
You mean you dropped the bouquet at the scene of the crime? And then you went to the police box to report it to the policeman whose beat it was on. Your husband, presumably. So the bouquet somehow moved from from one side of Brian Roads to the opposite. Did you fucking change the body location, Constable? Maybe just call it a rose. In front of Gerdeb's house? Somebody fucking move the fucking body! I'm gonna save. It's the rose. Nothing to be seen.
Objection!
You claim, Constable Beat, there was nothing to report in the 15 or so minutes you were guarding the scene. But that cannot be! In your testimony just now, Miss Beat, you explained to the court that when you arrived back at the scene of the crime with the policeman assigned to that beat, the bouquet you had dropped at the victim's side was no longer anywhere nearby.
Objection! Objection!
But if that were the case, why did Constable Beat not testify the fact? Doesn't change the fact? No, because sadly, it's not only your bouquet we're talking about here. More than one thing in this case is mysteriously the wrong way around. Think about it. Beside Miss Beat bouquet, there's Mr. Gary the book. I'm fucking butchering this. It's easy for me to speak when I don't have to fucking read, but when I have to read and say thing. Mr. Gerdeb's copy of the Lion's Pride, which was thrown out of the window by his wife, would have struck the pane of the casement window and landed here, on the west side of the street. And yet, it was actually found here, on the opposite side of the road, in the victim's hand. Meanwhile, according to the testimony we hear, Miss Beat bouquet should have been dropped here, at the site of the crime, on the east side of the street. But in fact, it was actually found here, on the opposite side of the road, in front of Mr. and Miss Gerdeb's house. There's no logical explanation for those things, unless somebody deliberately moved them. Oh god. Miss Gerdeb, come round. You might call it nitpicking, Miss Gerdeb, but deliberately meddling with the son of crime is criminal offense. It's called, But the person responsible for this tampering cannot admit to it, for a very subtle but compelling reason.
Objection!
Yes, there is someone who tampered with the sign of the crime that evening. All the evidence and all the testimony point to that one particular person. Well, there's one person responsible for this.
Take that!
Obviously, there's only one person it could have been. Constable Royally Beat! It was you! Miss Beat, you said in your testimony that your husband asking you to go to a nearby police box to feed the officer on duty. The 15 minutes that you were absent from the scene is the only opportunity anyone had to tamper with it.
Objection!
If that was true, Constable Beat would have seen him do it.
Objection!
Go on, you dickhead. He was tired, and it's not in his fucking beat. Constable Beat has a very good reason for wanting to tamper with the sign of the crime. That's the key to this entire affair. The guide fucking book he gave us. Yes, my lord. Constable Beat motive for tampering with the crime scene was where the victim fell. Where the victim fell to the ground. This is what this Bobby had to cover up at all cost. That's certainly what everybody has been led to believe. But in fact, this isn't where the victim was stabbed at all. Well, that's easy.
Take that!
On the evening in question, Mr. Garrett's book fell directly down from the open window above. And your book had Miss Beat never moved at all. What did move was the sign of the crime itself.
Objection!
It was 5 o'clock in the evening and already dark. There was this typical London fog on the ground, and you saw the incident unfold and ran to the victim's aid. That was actually on the west side on Briar Road. Constable Beaton then arranged for you to be sent for a while by sending you for help. And during the 15 minutes you were away, he transplanted the crime scene. He moved all the things shown in this print, the victim herself, the 4 books. He moved everything, in fact, to the pavement on the east side of Briar Road. But on the constable overlooked one thing. Exactly. Which is why it was only the bouquet that was found in its original position, on the pavement on the west side of Briar Road. And that is the defense theory about what really happened that evening. How do you respond, Constable Rolly Bate? Is he asleep? He fucking did it. That just fucking cemented the thing. Wishing the victim dead should be one too. I have a possible explanation for why, on that particular evening, Constable Beat felt compelled to move the scene of the crime. I can't think of one reason. He fucking rushed to get the victim get guilty. He shouldn't be doing that. Yes, my lord. It's the book he gave us. At once, my lord. England, Japan, it made no difference where you came from. Human emotions are the same. And I think I have a fairly good idea of the feeling behind this main action.
Take that!
I realize that I'm a foreign in this land, and I only just arrived from Japan, which is why all this information about London's so-called Bobby is completely new to me. I learned that the Honorable patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world, for example. But for Constable Beaton, that in question was special. On accounting of this bouquet, my lord, Constable Beaton had worked so hard to be able to afford this simple gift for his wife, and was so looking forward to take her for a celebratory meal. When he saw that shadowy figure through the fog collapse on the pavement ahead of them, what must have gone through the man's mind? This is the warrant card that Constable Beta offered to lend to me earlier. Inside, among the rules for patrolling policemen, it says, when a crime is discovered on his beat, a policeman must assist with his initial investigation and help detective. Constable Beat? Is that or is that not the reason why you moved the whole sign of the crime at that day? Exactly. To summarize, the incident actually occurred on Constable Beat's beat. Nasty thing. Alright. And can you tell us, Constable, how many books did you move from the one side of the road to the other in total? What made you place that book in the victim's hand when all the other was scattered haphazardly around at me? You're sure it was this book, The Lion's Pride, that the victim was holding? Alright. I managed to prove that the victim was a cross. Now I just have to cross-examine the lady that threw the thing at her husband. False! No, I disagree. Not that we know that the true scene of the incident, there is someone else. Other person who could be responsible for the knife in the victim's back.
Take that!
The defense would once again like to request a cross-examination of a new witness, my lord. My assistant made the same request earlier. In order to finally reveal the truth about this case, it's imperative that we cross-examine jury number 4, Miss Joan Gary Deb.
Objection! Objection!
But the situation is very different now. Miss Gerdeb, answer me this. At the time of the incident, you were engaged in a violent argument with your husband, Mr. John Gary Deb. In the course of the argument, a minor house fire was ignited. In the clear smell from the room, your husband opened a window that looked over Briar Road. You threw this book at your husband when he was cornered with his back against the window. Upon straining the panel of the open top hinge casement window, the buck plummeted directly down, finding its way to what we now know to be the true scene of the incident. During the argument, you were beside yourself with rage. As such, you threw not just book, but anything you could lay your hand on. So, let me ask you one more time, Miss Gerdeb. This knife, the one removed from the victim's back, have you really never laid your eye on it before? She never answered that, she passed out. You fucking liar! Conveniently, yes.
Objection!
You just say you never saw it and now you say you have several. Well, you fucking did. Well, if I had evidence like that, believe me, I would have thrown it at her earlier. Already. Thank you, Lord Venzi. I hate you slightly yet less. poem. That's what I'm hoping for, my lord. This is such a strange feeling. For the first time since I arrived in this country, it actually feels real. I'm here in the Old Bailey, and I'm a lawyer. It's not like even she doesn't know if she's a housewife or a maid or what anymore. Alright. That is true. Are we still talking about a marital quarrel here? Possibly, but still worth. It's still worth trying. Yes, I'm afraid so. Let's question that. The reason is what you told us yesterday, I believe. A rather passionate note, in fact. But Mr. Garrett found it out, discovered her husband's little secret. This water run very deep.
Hold
And the fire also spread some item of furniture, didn't it? The defendant, Mr. Natsume, you mean? You live at your place.
Hold it!
Even though the room was on fire? How did she know that I was thinking that? So, please, cast your mind back and try to remember. Was that knife among the time that you trashed your husband that day?
By Jupiter! Excuse me!
Do you have something to add, sir? Okay, I like the thing you do with this pipe. Mr. Gary Depp! Did your wife remark just now bring something to mind? Ouch. What she was doing with a teapot in here? I see, so your pipe was broken. I wonder what we should make of this account. The defendant believed Mr. Garrett remarked just now to be of great significance.
Objection!
And I said it's important, so shut up. Might one? I bet I can find the fucking knife shard. No, actually pretty useful. Oh, something just twinkled inside the chamber of the pipe here. Let's turn it over and give it a shake. What's this? The tip of a blade? Surely it couldn't be. This is the tiny piece of metal we found in the chamber of Mr. Garrett's pipe. The blade is fucking broken. Alright. Yes. Wait, part of it is missing? I could be wrong, but I just got a feeling. Yes, and just maybe somehow I just knew it. Oh no, it's fine. Thank you, Sato-san. We have some new evidence to work with. We should examine it carefully. Just did. Now I don't know which one to use there.
Hold it!
Let's press. Sorry? Would you care to elaborate? Here we go again with the scalding. Why are they being so evasive? Which is entirely understandable, of course. But still. Okay, that's the one. I'm betting on that.
Objection!
Mr. Gerdeb, could I ask you to take a good look at this, please? You can't? You must be very dizzy. Yes, almost certainly from the tip of a blade. And what may appear at first to be just a tiny scrap, is in fact a crucial piece of evidence. It was lodged in the chamber of Mr. McGardeb's pipe. Yes, it's a fucking knife piece. I am. When put together with another piece of evidence already in a courtroom, I believe this tiny fragment of metal will unravel the whole truth of this case, my lord. I just realized now that his ass is on fire. Oh my. And the lady is very short.
Take that!
This is the knife that was found in the victim's back. If you look closely, you will see that there is a small piece of the tip of the blade that is missing.
Objection!
No, that's not the case. The tip of this particle knife blade is the very fragment of metal we discovered in the chamber of Miss Gerdev's pipe. Ha! So Van Zyck has figured it out, has he? Yes, my lord. The crucial point we have to ask ourselves here is when did the fragment of metal find its way inside Mr. Gerdev's pipe? During the argument between these two that occurred just as the victim was on the pavement below, Miss Gerdet flung this knife at her husband. However, the knife missed Mr. Gerdet instead, striking the pipe in his hand at the time. Yes, and that is when the tip of the blade found its way inside Mr. Gerdev's pipe. And yet, there's no other credible explanation for how the tip of the blade ended up in your pipe. Then, after losing its tip, the knife ricocheted off the pipe and flew out of the open window. In short, this knife, which fell from the window of from the window of the Gerdev's house, is the very same knife that struck the victim in the middle of the back on the street below.
Objection!
You're still an alcoholic. It matched the proof we have before him. Bottling. Sorry? An insurmountable... What? Yes, inner. She was picking up the book, you moron. It's self-explanatory. The book fell in front of her. She went to pick it up. When she was doing that, the knife fell into her back. Well, we're so close. I could see the truth. I was so sure we were on the right track. But now, the way has been blocked completely by just one simple inconsistency. Or another word. Misato!
Objection!
This inconsistency doesn't mean I was on the wrong track. It means that I need to sharpen my mind and dig deeper for the truth. It's a test. Yes. If the knife fell on the victim from above, there's no way that it could have hit her on the middle of her back. Under normal circumstance, that is. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can explain this inconsistency. That it can explain how the knife that fell from above could have pierced the victim's back. We already have the answer. If I had to guess, it's the flaming book. This is the last inconsistency, the final piece in the puzzle. If I can successfully make sense of this, the truth will be laid bare at last. The evidence that explain how the falling knife become lodged in the victim's back is...
Take that!
This, the fourth book, found at the scene. This is the final bit of evidence that the defense will present. Yes, and to understand its significance, we have to consider how it came to be at the scene in the first place. This photograph print clearly showed the book in question, and the victim holding it in her hand. That's true. However, as part of his testimony, Constable Beat made an extremely enlightening statement on that point. But what made you place that book in the victim's hand? In other words, the victim had already picked the book up of her own volition. And clearly, that must have been before she suffered a knife wound. So the question becomes, why did the victim have that book in her hand? Yes, at exactly that moment, the young woman was walking along the street in the light fog, when all of a sudden, a book fell right in front of her. Yes, Mr. Garrett, and what do you think the woman did? What would you do if you were walking along and suddenly a book landed in front of you on the pavement? Yes, that is exactly what the woman in fact did. She picked up the book. And when the woman reached down to pick the falling book, what position would her back have been in? That's right, facing the sky, completely and utterly defenseless. Then, in the very next moment, while the woman was still bent over picking up the book, the next object fell from the room above, the jackknife, straight into the middle of her back. And at the same time, walking by chance directly behind Miss Green, was the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume. It appeared to Mr. Natsume that the woman simply collapsed on the floor. In the dark and the fog, he didn't see the knife falling on her from above. No, this was nothing more than a series of unlikely events that culminated in an unfortunate accident. And that is the real truth behind this case. Well, Mr. and Miss Garden, okay, the teapot is finally fucking gone. Well, alright, I won. It's strange. We've been talking about the victim all this time, but we never once meet her. Yes, that is good news. Oh no, Mr. Natsume. I suppose she must have looked completely lifeless. Poor Suzuki-san. His imagination really has got the better of him. His husband, the husband is in the court. Oh. Yes.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
I fucking won! I just hope he doesn't get brutally murdered like the last one. Or at least if he does get murdered, a nice murder. I hope not, but still. One more chapter, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna take a little break. Might hurt, and I gotta go anyway. So I hope you enjoy, and we're gonna see each other next time. All right? Bye bye.